Happy rainy Thursday, guys. It's raining, but it's warm, so I don't mind it. But the animals, of course, they don't like being outside in this. You would think a pig would love being out in the mud, but he doesn't. He's definitely been raised indoors, by the way. So hello. And today I'm excited because we're going to be making gnocchi. That's right. It's such a great dish, very versatile. You can use it with a bunch of different sauces. You can use it with marinara, you can use it with bolognese, pesto, alfredo, and today I'm going to show you how to eat it with Gorgonzola cream sauce. That seems to be the newest sauce that everybody just loves. And if you see how simple this is, you're really gonna go crazy over it. So I'm all ready for you guys, and I'm super excited. I actually made this yesterday. I was asked to do a cooking demonstration at an assisted living home in West Ashley, and I just had a wonderful time with the residents there, and they were very appreciative. I just had such a good time, so I said, you know what, this is such an easy dish. I'm going to show people how to make it. But now I keep thinking, if I keep showing you guys how to make stuff, you're not going to come into Amici's and see me anymore. So I got to be careful. If you happen to purchase, hi Nanette, I see you. If you happen to purchase my cookbook, which is still going strong, people are still, I'm just still so amazed and overwhelmed. People coming in the restaurant buying it. But it is on page 51. So if you do have it, you'll find the recipe right here, ricotta gnocchi, and we're going to make this today. It's only 4 ingredients. It's super simple. Pepe, that's my shoes. I'm trying to do everything I can to keep him busy because he doesn't like to go out in the rain. So what I do have is actually this game that I bought for him. It's supposed to look like grass, and inside you put a whole bunch of treats. And then you put it on the ground, and it keeps him occupied, which it does. So I'm going to do that. Come on, Pep. Here's your little, there you go. Go ahead. And now the dog wants to even join in too. She's never eaten a carrot in her life. Now the dog wants to eat carrot sticks. This is the problem I'm having. Okay, I mean, she's going to be 14 and she's renewed life. Jealousy does that. So anyway, eat your heart out. Okay, so let's make this gnocchi. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use ricotta cheese. And hi Joan, ricotta cheese. I like whole milk. I love it. It's nice and creamy. It's just one of these small containers is all you need. So we're just going to go ahead and just put the whole thing right in the bowl. Of course, any other day they just slide out, but not today. Okay. So we have the ricotta cheese. I'm just going to kind of mush this down a little bit to get it ready for some other ingredients here. And then to this, I'm going to put in 3 egg yolks. Always read directions. When I was making it a little bit yesterday, I'm just separating the eggs over my sink here. I don't really need them. I could save them and make an omelet, but for time's sake, I'm just going to use them. Put them down the sink. But yesterday, I was in such a rush making this for the senior center because I wanted to make sure everybody had enough to eat. That's 2. I added the whole egg. And I was like, oh goodness, why is my gnocchi mix so runny? And then I said, oh goodness, Jen, you added the egg white. So 3 egg yolks. And that's it. So then we're going to mix that up. Here. Now, gnocchi is one of the classes that I teach all the time at the restaurant. And we did it as a couples class for Valentine's Day. They made gnocchi together and we ate it with wine and a nice chocolate dessert. And it really was a wonderful class. Okay, so I have all of the egg yolk and the ricotta mixed together. And now this is just 1 cup of flour. And we're just going to put that in there and mix that around. And also to that, we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. So that's basically where this is going to get its flavor from, because you know a lot of the ricotta cheese is like such a really mild cheese. It does not have a lot of flavor. So I'm just putting some grated cheese here in a measuring cup, and there's 1. And we got to do a quarter because it takes 3/4 of a cup. And like I said, this is where all the flavor is going to come from in this gnocchi. So I went ahead and I took my rings off because we're going to be using our tools today, not our jewels. This smells really good, believe it or not. I mean, I know it's just 4 ingredients here, but it smells really good. And what this should do is come together like a soft dough, which it is, as you can see. And then if it is a little bit loose, we can add a little bit more flour, and we want it a tiny bit more. So I'm going to, it does depend on the flour that you use. I've been using 00 flour, which is really good for pastas and pizza. And it's not as, it has like a durum wheat, which is a softer wheat in it. So the dough comes out really soft. Okay, this is much better. It's almost like you want it like a Play-Doh consistency. And I'm mixing, you need some muscles for this, let me tell you. Okay. There we go. This is one of the most requested classes that we have, on our website. Everybody wants to make gnocchi because it's such a great dish. All right, let me move my coffee out of the way now. And now I'm going to show you how to actually make them. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a little bit of flour on this work surface here. And I like to use like one of these silicone kind of cutting boards because I don't like to get my my wood one like all nasty and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and I am going to flour my hands, and I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to put this right in the middle of just like this. Right in the middle. We're just going to put the bowl right in the sink. And then I don't like to waste anything. And then we're just going to make it like a dough right here, both my hands. And just, we don't want to overwork it. We're gonna do it really, really soft. This isn't like a bread dough that you need to knead, or even pasta that you need to knead. This just has to have a little bit of mixing around of everything, and you want to try to get it into like a disc shape. And this way, it's going to be easy to cut and roll, as you see. It's a very soft dough. So if you need to add flour for your hands, which I am, that's what you do. It's never be afraid of dough. Pepe is still eating on that little game I got him. I'm so happy. Let me get this out of here and add some flour right there because it's sticking. Okay. You can add as much as you need to. Like I said, the recipe calls for a cup. There we go. See, now it should be just like a really soft dough like this. And so the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to cut off a piece here, and I'm going to start to roll it out like just like a little snake maybe. And we're going to use this part of our hands, right up here, and we're going to roll it out so that it's long like this. And now this is where it's your preference. You roll it out to the thickness that you want. If you want little tiny gnocchi, then roll it thin. If you like them a little thicker, then leave it thick. And now we're just going to take our little cutter, and we're just going to cut like 1/2 inch. There we go. Now this is the fun part. This is the part where if you had kids and they wanted to help you with this, this is the where gnocchi gets like its real characteristic from, is this gnocchi board. And it's just a little wooden board, and as you see, it has like all these ridges on it like that. And you just take it and you just roll it down. And you see how they come out? Just like the gnocchi that you see in the store. Only these are 10 times better. And more healthier for you. They don't have any of the added stuff in there. Then it's, once you get going, it's just like a simple process. Look how easy I just made these gnocchi. Really, just rolling them down. That's it. It's that simple. And now, once they're done, we're going to put them on a floured plate that I have here. I have a little flour on a plate because You don't want them to stick together. And we're gonna just do a little bit more. So you see, you take one more off of the dough, and we're going to roll this out. This makes a lot of gnocchi, by the way. And people think, well, I only got like 8 or 9 pieces, but gnocchi is very filling once you cook it and put it in your stomach. So yesterday when I was making it for the residents of, where I went, I said, oh my goodness, I only have like 8 pieces each for them. That was more than enough. And we made it with marinara. So again, I'm just gonna take my little bench scraper and I'm making inch pieces. If you ever go on Instagram and you see this, there's this one page called Pasta Grannies, and it's awesome because they literally don't use any tools at all for the pasta. It's so great to watch them. They would never use a gnocchi board. They would use a fork and just like kind of flick it and get that characteristic of the gnocchi, with the ridges on it. I love that Instagram channel. And also I have an Instagram and I always put the recipes up on there. I do everything that I do here, I put it up on there. So if you don't like to go on Facebook much, you can still follow me on Instagram. It's just Jennifer Amicis French. And I post different reels on there of all cooking, great stuff. Okay, so already, Pepe, he's still playing with that thing. We have so much gnocchi made on this plate already. I'm gonna pick it up and show you. And we're gonna cook it. And that was just 2 little rolls. And look at all this dough that we have left. So if we kept making it, now you can freeze it. At this point, you can roll them and put them in flour and let them sit out to dry just for like maybe an hour or so, and then put them in a container and freeze them. And they're gonna come out great. So I'm gonna just wash my hands here for a second, and then I'll bring the thing over here. And then I'm gonna show you how to make the Gorgonzola cream sauce that goes with this. It is delicious. You can use this Gorgonzola cream sauce for any thick pasta. And I say that because people like to put angel hair with thick pasta, and it just really doesn't go all that well. So, okay, hands are done. And we're gonna come over, now I'm gonna get the camera and we're gonna come over to, guys, I have so much gnocchi dough left. I just wanted to really show you guys, how far it goes. So I'm gonna put those here. I'm gonna get the camera here. And for those of you wondering, there's Pepe with his toy. He don't mind all my Amazon boxes either. I got to get them out of here before my husband sees them. There it is. He loves playing with it. Thank God. My daughter, Abby, the dog lover with Tracker and everything, she was like, oh, what are you going to do for Pepe on the rainy day? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? She's like, I bought the boys toys. And I was like, oh, what a great idea. Let me get Pepe some toys. Okay, I'm going to put this on high because we're going to get this water boiling. And it's salted already, just like the sea, because that's going to flavor the gnocchi. Back here, don't mind this. I have pasta fagioli going. I'll show you that in a little bit. My husband works outside in the rain all day long, and it's his favorite dish. So I just made him some. So that's for him for later. We have okay, so we turn that off, and we got the water on high. We're going to turn this pot on now. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to make Gorgonzola cream sauce. Everybody loves it, including myself. He's done with his toys and now he's bothering me. Here, Pep, here's some more carrots. I get him the little shreds. This way it takes him. I throw him on the floor and there he goes. It's a lot easier that way. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some butter in a pan. I heated it up. Do you ever find on these stoves, I hate electric stoves, but did you ever find on electric stove that one burner works better than all the rest? So that becomes your favorite burner, and then it starts to look like crap. So I'm having a hard time already getting it clean. I've tried baking soda, lemon, barkeeper's friend, you name it. So if anybody has this kind of stove, please let me know how to get like the crud off of your favorite burner. Okay. We have my favorite burner going, and right here I've got some let me get we're gonna melt this butter down. This is the easiest sauce you're ever gonna make. And to it, I'm gonna cut up a little bit of a shallot. Now, I like a shallot. It adds the same flavor as an onion, but not as harsh. So it's very, very soft. I love it. I add it to a lot of my sauces. You don't have to add it, but it will cook down and it will add some flavor. I gotta make sure I don't put that in his food bowl because he can't eat a shallot. Okay, so we're just gonna get these going. And we're going to kind of cook these down for a little bit. They don't take long at all. I've got my water boiling and it's salted. Yesterday at the senior center, I had to cook on this little electric, 2-burner electric thing, which isn't the problem. I've done it before. However, the pot was taking forever for the water to boil and people were waiting for the gnocchi and I just felt terrible. So, lesson learned. You know, I got my water going nice and early, and you definitely have to because gnocchi has to go in a constantly boiling state. It can't go to the bottom of the pot or it'll get like all goopy. So to this, I'm adding heavy cream. I will put the recipe up. This is just any old heavy cream. It's 16 ounces. It wasn't quite full, so I'm gonna add a little bit more to make it a pint. There we go, our water is boiling. And to this, all right, we're gonna wait till this comes to a low simmer and then we're gonna add in Gorgonzola. Now, Gorgonzola cheese is one of my favorites. And it's like a, here Pep, it's like a blue cheese, it's like an Italian blue cheese. And I love it, I'll eat it on salads, I'll eat it on anything, but yeah. This is basically what Gorgonzola looks like. So it's my favorite. I love it. So this dish is so good. Okay, water's boiling. This is getting heated. Let me show you now how we're gonna cook the gnocchi. I'm gonna put them on my spider. They've rested a little bit here. No need to though. I was just waiting for the water to boil. And I'm going to just gently drop them in. When I say they take 2 minutes to cook, they take 2 minutes to cook. So we better have we got everything going here. I'm gonna try to put these in as best I can. If you drop them in by hand, be careful. And that's going. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put our Gorgonzola cream in here. Again, I'll tell you the ingredients. It's my fault. Terrible with it. You know how hard it is for me to write these cookbooks is because all the time I'm like, it's just a pinch of that. All right, well, what's a pinch? So then I have to go and I have to measure what is a pinch, you know? So, all right, all our gnocchi is in. We're gonna take that out of here. Our cream sauce, our Gorgonzola is melting down. Look at this, how beautiful with the shallots. To this, I'm gonna add a little bit of black pepper. Actually, I'm gonna add the rest of this in because I like mine nice and cheesy. A little bit of black pepper. You don't have to add salt because the Gorgonzola has enough salt in it. It's got like that salty bite that I love. And I want to bring the camera closer to show you. It's all melted already, so look how good this is. And now we wait for it to reduce. And it's not gonna take long at all. My goodness. Okay, I want to show you what the gnocchi look like already because they are already coming up and boiling. So let me see if I can show you. This is the Gorgonzola sauce. So it's all simmering, it's nice. And this is the gnocchi. And see how they're coming up, boiling to the top already, so they're done. And that's my pasta fagioli back there for my husband. So, but anyway, the gnocchi are done. They're in a rolling state and coming up. And this is done. So now, all we have to do is add the gnocchi to the, let me see if I got this right. Okay, there we go. Now what we have to do is add the gnocchi to this. So I'm going to take them out. Look at them, guys. Woo! We're gonna put them right in the sauce. Add them right in. and they are floating around, so everything's done. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of these when I'm off the camera, because these will be great to eat. You know, my staff will love them tonight. Okay, so we have a lot of cream in here, and that's because we made more cream than gnocchi right now. So I will have that all rationed out for you, but I'm going to show you now what it looks like when you go to eat it. It smells so good. So if you did this sauce would feed a whole pound of pasta. So if you wanted to make this sauce and put it with tortellini or pappardelle or any of those thick sauces like that, or if you just want to make store-bought, you know, gnocchi, they have that as well. You know, this sauce that I just made is enough for all of for that. So I'm just gonna add to it like a little fresh parsley. We always want to add something fresh to it, and this was right out of my garden. So I've been growing herbs like all year round. When it gets cold, I cover them, which I'm gonna have to do Sunday. And then, of course, a little fresh Parmesan Reggiano over the top. So are we ready to taste this masterpiece? Okay, homemade ricotta gnocchi and Gorgonzola cream. It's everything that you think. It's light. These are light. Ricotta gnocchi are lighter than the potato gnocchi. That's why I like them. And the Gorgonzola cream sauce is so delicious. Guys, this is the new dish for you guys. You have to try this. I'll hurry up and I'll put the recipe up online. And if you want to take one of my gnocchi classes, you can go to the website. I know the gnocchi class right now is all booked up, but we're going to be offering another one in the fall. So I will be making an announcement for that. I can't stop eating this. It's so good. This is going to be my lunch, I guess. And so we'll definitely have another gnocchi class at the restaurant. It's such a wonderful class. And we actually eat it after we make it, so it's even better. All right, guys, have a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful weekend.